Hello and welcome to the Aviation Leaders Podcast. This is about conversations with some of my friends, because I'm a very lucky guy, and some of the people that I know in the aviation sector that are making changes, that are helping to develop, they are bringing innovation, they're bringing disruption, and they are helping us, civilization, to have better vacations, communication, business, connections, and meaningful connections. And today, I have the pleasure to do what we say is the first edition, and speak about one of the things that is more passionate about me in aviation and innovation. So, Kate, it's a pleasure to have you on board this edition of podcast, and it's also a pleasure to collaborate with you and start working in another edition of Vista. Kate, you are an aviation leader because you do help to disrupt the industry together with your team, together with the amazing team of Dubai Air Show.
Yeah.
And the last two editions of Dubai Air Show, you helped to showcase innovation and you helped the big companies, the legacy and the startups to go further into aviation innovation and presenting us with great new stuff. Let's jump in because if not, most of the people that are listening to this are interested. We aviation guys, we don't lose time, right?
Yeah.
So we are very focused. And most of the people that will be listening to this are focused in how can I boost my startup, my project, my idea. What is Vista?
Vista is the ultimate platform for the aerospace ecosystem to bring startups and global investors all in one place. It's amazing. And it was founded in 2021, launched at the Dubai Air Show that year. Shout out to the OG founders, Katie Coleman and Tim Hawes. Actually, not only about the startup showcasing their solution, it's about the networking. We create a program throughout the entire week that gives startups and investors the platform to make connections, whether it be the one-to-one meetings. It's the stage content that we put together where it's all things startups, all things investors. We have the iconic Vista challenges where startups get to pitch and to go alongside each other for big cash prizes, not to mention all the parties that we host throughout the week.
So we can say that is a live platform where people can incubate and can accelerate their aviation project.
It's not even just in aviation. It's, we're seeing in the aerospace ecosystem itself is about aviation, space, defense, everything to do with the latest tech, AI, sustainability, smart technologies, all of that. So it's such a broad spectrum. It doesn't have to just be focused on aviation anymore. It's incredible.
I'm happy to be part of the team, to be a partner of the team. And I heard a startup last edition, that said to me, this is like the most gigantic demo day ever on the startup incubation process. Is that true?
Yeah, 100% it is. It's, I think, just a week long full of engagements.
Okay, so how can I go and how can I have an idea that I'm starting to incubate, and I have a feeling this is something big, and I feel like Dubai Air Show is the best platform to how do I do this?
I mean, if you're a founder within the segments that I've just mentioned within the aerospace industry, I mean, technically you go onto our website and you will apply there, and it goes through to our internal team, which is an amazing team, by the way, and we get to filter through the applications. Of course, it's important for us to also make sure we have the right startups at the event, because it's not just about getting any startup in. It's a very niche program, and yes, we've scaled up and we have a lot more participating in this edition, but I think it's important to have the right startups there. So it goes through an internal process where we filter through, and once it gets accepted, we get in touch and we start the journey. The journey goes on where we have a team to call the startup. We want to know who you are, what problem are you trying to solve, and what are your objectives? Why do you want to come to the show? What's your objectives for being there at Vista? And we get to kind of share what we're offering for the program as well, which is great. And then we take it from there. So what we include within Vista is we have the all-inclusive Vista pod, which comes with your branding.
It's a booth. It's a small booth, branded, right?
Comes with everything that any investor or stakeholder walking past needs to know. We've scaled up to a show-ready stand now, which is one level up from that, which I think a lot of startups are taking because it's almost a promotion from their Vista Pod last edition. One of our major exciting programs that we do have at Vista is our investor matchmaking program. So we're literally matchmaking investors and startups, which is something you're helping with this edition. So we do all of this beforehand, and then on site, of course, we have the team working with the investors, working with the startups, and it's a week-long program full of fun.
Very good. I need to add something to that.
Yeah, please.
And before, it's a disclaimer because I'm completely biased, right? So I'm a partner of Vista. I make business with some of the startups that I invest, or I'm a stakeholder in Vista.
Yeah.
And I think it's an amazing platform. But I need to tell this. I think it's the correct description. Vista nowadays stands in the middle of, I would say, the top 3 aviation shows in the world, and Vista is in the heart of the show, and this is such a great advantage that other shows cannot provide. Never at this moment take my startup to another show, that the Dubai show, and because the others we are lost, and hopefully they also can get there, because innovation is part of the legacy, also the legacy aviation. So without innovation, other players that are very important and are closing businesses, they also need to look at the innovation sector. And Dubai Show provides that. So we are literally in the middle, in the heart of everybody. It's unbelievable. So and I saw that on the ground, how the difference that effect makes. It's also a big investment from Dubai Show. It's the vision of Dubai Show. We can give something that is affordable for startups.
Yeah. Saying, well, last edition at Dubai Show was the best we've ever done. We had over 135,000 visitors come through that show floor for the week. And startups, we had around 93 startups. We had 148 meetings that was done that week. And guess what? As you know, when you do something great, you always have to do it better the next edition. So this has been our challenge, is to try and see how we can scale up for the next edition, which is now in November. And I mean, just to give you an idea, Vista, the space on the show floor, we had around 600 square meters just dedicated for Vista. This year, we have 2,500 square meters, just rough, where we're going to be having everything to do with Vista. We have dedicated inspiration stage. So this zone is called the inspiration zone, but it's massive. So the show floor itself, where we are going to be showcasing anything to the future of aerospace technology, just think future is going to be in that area. We even have universities showcasing their latest research projects. And think about it, a lot of founders are mostly developed as well from university. Yeah. So this is what we want to give the platform. We are event enthusiasts. We are networking enthusiasts. We bring everyone together under one roof and we make it happen. So, yeah.
Let's speak about the party.
Speaking about the party, we are hosting, first time ever, we're hosting the party on the actual runway. We are super excited about this, but it's for the industry. So all the exhibitors will all come together for a night of fun, networking, outdoor, iconic views of the marina. You know how Dubai is. We'll have drone shows, skydivers jumping out of planes. It's going to be a great night. But if you're a Vista startup, you automatically get passes to come to the event.
Okay.
So we have that. And then we have another event on the Tuesday night, which is Air Show After Dark. Also first time we're bringing to the Air Show, where everything from 5:30 onwards is going to be networking and entertainment and all of that on the static, where we have all the aircraft. Yes. So it's going to be incredible.
So what was the feedback that you have from that amazing party?
It was busy. It was good. I mean, the whole point of this party was allow for a relaxed atmosphere for the networking. So feedback that we've received from that specific party is the investors want a closed door party where they get to mingle, to interact, to bond, basically. But it's for the investors. We also need to attract investors. It's about the startups. Yes, we're promoting, we want startups to be there, but we equally do the same.
It's normal that investors, sometimes they don't want to have to be all the time facing challenge. And by the way, we were discussing off record, we were discussing about on the last party, some of the startups, they were kind of ashamed and they were in between so many investors and they were asking you and also me to present to them. And on those occasions, it's okay to approach people, isn't it, Kate?
Yeah, it's not just about the investors, it's about you networking, making the connection. So yes, definitely a great way for them to take off that I am the startup, and just go network. You do business with the people.
True, and sometimes startups and founders, they forget about how integrated the process is.
Yeah.
I understand the founder when he's a genius and they work for 1 year and then they want to come out, they put their heads out and say, throw me money. But that is not quite well the process.
Yeah,
and the process is also to meet, revisit the concept, get information from investors. Sometimes we can pinpoint different paths and validation in Dubai. Where should I go to get validation? I mean, I knock the next door and ask for validation. If they will tell me, this is not good for me, or this is, we haven't think about it. This process of validation and information is extremely important, and also the beginning of the fundraising process, the beginning of the relationship with investor. So everything happens there. Everything is integrated. Everything needs its certain time. Will you agree?
Agreed, 100%. Okay, so now that we've got a clear picture on Vista and all the value that the startups get, I want to now flip the interview process to you, Federico. You are on our investor committee. You serve also as an investor. You've met with a lot of startups, and I'd love to hear from your perspective all about the investor process and what you look for when you're looking for startups when you come to Vista.
Surely, there's a million videos on the internet about this, and there is a million opinions about the correct way to approach an investor, and the steps, procedures, standard operation procedures, SOPs, and there is none.
So many systems.
In my opinion, because getting investment is an integrated process. Okay, that, as we discussed before, is a sales process.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes you need to first pitch, and some of the people, they don't pitch enough. And so many reasons why I tell people don't pitch enough. First of all, because you don't know where is your next investor. And then second big secret, you don't know who has an investor who has a friend that is an investor.
100%, yeah.
So I would say that people need, if they have a good idea, they need to be pitching all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the first principle of this, and the first principle also to get along in Vista.
Yeah.
Investors will receive a preparation book for all the startups in Vista, because some of them and us ask, why should I speak with this one first? So on my particular case, I do have some time to dedicate to this, because I listen to, 300, 400 startups a year.
Okay.
So I do have time. I farm that on purpose. Some other investors, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't have time. And that's why some of them, and as you know very well, asked us, so why should I be there?
Yeah.
And when we provide the answers, that is, this is a startup, this is where they're going to go, this is how much they need, this is how much you're going to do, they say, I need to be there. Some of them will go because other investors are there.
Yeah.
Fear of losing. So it's a very good ecosystem. I don't want to run away from your question, and the question will be just pitch.
Yeah.
And for me, I will consider the business model. So if it is something that the industry is looking for, and not everybody thinks like that. And Dubai show, because they are focused and they are dedicated to aviation, so they already know business model is important. Will this work? Will this make money? And then the second thing is the founder.
Yeah.
Will this guy be able to make it until the end?
I also think that we're going through such an extensive process to filter the startups. We're doing the same for investors. So yes, we need investors there, but we are going through the same screening process, see if they're relevant. And it's not just about their money, but it's also about the mentorship that they can bring, because startups might not have their fixed business model the way that experts or growth stage has already got, but it's about the investors helping and guiding and mentoring these startups to shape it to be something powerful. Yeah. So that's also what we look for in that.
Definitely. Shaping while you're bootstrapping is incredibly important for you to grow and get the validation that you need to release that check.
Amazing. And I think, someone like you who wears both hats, you are a startup advocate and an investor. So what advice do you give founders about making the most out of Vista? Just one key advice.
Don't commit the mistake of not being there. The matching is very important.
Yeah.
Although in Vista, they will have the life easier, right? Because the team will filter.
You'll do it for them, yeah.
But for example, if you're looking for millions, you cannot come with me. I don't have millions to give. right? So I'm an early investor.
Yeah.
So they need to profile this, need to understand this, what kind of risk the investor is looking to take. Sometimes it's emotional, like this case that I just told you. Some other times they're not.
Yeah.
And I would say that there is different kind of investors in aviation sector, like there is in all other sectors. But I would say that corporate investors, companies like Amadeus, Emirates, let me say one more, Lockheed Martin.
Yeah.
They are investors in startups. So these ones are, for me, big targets. If you are really need for some good bootstrapping, prototyping, that will require a lot of money and also a lot of money for research. These are the big guys. And then you have the funds that are more for a later stage. And then you have angel investors that will give you the first changes for a coffee. I had an investor friend that say it's to meet in a coffee.
Yeah.
And he give $20,000 for that. So, and that will be, just to check if everything is okay, and here it is. And then there is these platforms, even if you don't have an investor like Vista, where you should be, maybe invest your family and friends and your own money to be there. It is worth it, 100%.
100%. And I think just to wrap up the investor perspective is, from a strategic point of view, what do you think investors gain from engaging with Vista startups? Is it about their ROI? What is it about it for investors?
Some investors is the game. So they have a passion for aviation, and they have this amount of small boxes with X amount of money that they know some of them going to be lost. So they're gaming and they want to hear the next big thing. Some investors are professional, corporate, venture capitalists. So they are looking for the next big thing because they already listen from their bigger customers or somebody that is giving money to them, corporate companies, to spend in this specific target.
Yeah.
And other ones will be the corporations. And there are so many examples of companies that started in startups, spin-offs, and maybe spin-offs, maybe not, started as a startup, and then they were acquired. Because there are companies that, I will not say the name, but just investigate it. There are companies that they grow by merging or acquisition of this kind of technologies in the aviation sector. And also there are other companies that are extremely innovative. Emirates is one of them. Everybody knows. And they are looking for the next big thing. And I say one airline, but there is so many other airlines. I will say that globally there is around 14 airlines that have more than 10 startup investments. And people sometimes don't understand that.
Yeah. And we have all those big airlines coming to the show, by the way. And they're all looking for the latest technologies, innovations to all incorporate into their operation.
Let me give you one more cool example of what happened. We had a founder that came with a project that we thought it was very interesting. And then we prototyped it. We built it here in Dubai. And we built it and we went to a demo day. There is one big corporation that is Defense Corporation, not from UAE, that was here. And they said, this is amazing. We're going to buy it straight away. And then I went to ask them before I could still speak with them. Why did you want it? 2.5 million. They said, because we were looking at this and we stopped this project inside our company. And to make it back live again, it's cheaper to buy and to make and the founder is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it's still today belongs to that big corporation. They have the project. The project now is bigger. It's a different phase. So there is a lot of opportunities. And aviation lives off two things. If you create something that will bring better performance to me, I want it. If you create something that will make my business more sustainable for the future, I desperately want it. Good.
That's it.
Thank you, Kate, very much for being here. And I'm sure that, I don't know why, I'm going to see you back here again very soon.